you have color-coded lines to be connected on your bag. Once connected, then you can carry this part here, put it on the scale, push, and that's it without you bending your back. Okay? So don't, at the same time, connect. Otherwise, it will not serve the purpose. When you hang the bag here, you put it here, but still you are going to connect from down there. Useless. So connect it also from here. Okay. Other things. Okay. So right now, we are going to start with the preparation of the machine. Okay. So again, yellow means waste scale or effluent scale. White means pre-dilution or pre-blood pump scale. Green means dialysate scale. Purple means post replacement or replacement post. Now we're going to start preparing the machine. Of course, we have to check your components. You should have. This is intended for which kilogram? More than 30. And you have your solution bags. How many liters? 5 liter bag. How many how many compartments? Two compartments. What are the compartments? Electrolytes and bicarbonate. Okay. You need also to have from 2 to 3 NSS. 2 to 3 means, but normally this machine requires only the 2 bottles. But I know you, that when you are replacing the bags, it's not actually empty. There's still some here. So if this machine is programmed for 2 liters. Now, if you don't finish the first bottle, you might end up with the 3 bottles. Now, the recommendation from the company to heparinize the filter is to use 1 ml of heparin to the first bottle only. Second and the third bottle, nil. No heparin here. Why? In Baxter, there's Katir. Why? Why? Because this is for you. The first bottle, heparinize all the lines and the filter. The second bottle and the third bottle, second and third bottle, will rinse out or wash out all the residual heparins hanging or floating from the lines, and this will all go to the drain. So that when you connect the patient on 2 connections, we call it at the same time double connection, no heparin will enter the patient. Now, in some cases, the doctor will ask you heparin-free patient, no? We are not going to use heparin. Still, during the priming, you have to use 1 ml of heparin to the first bottle only. This will help you not to clot easily. Otherwise, if there's no heparin at all, even during priming, you will clot. You like clotting all the time? No, of course not. How many hours is your duty? 8, 10, 12? In the 12 hours duty, you want to clot 3 times? Of course, you have to heparinize the line. Okay. So that's the importance of heparinizing the NSS. Okay. There are 2 buttons here. One therapy info and one continue button. The therapy info actually is like when you press here, machine provides you information about CRT. You want to learn more about CVVHDF. You want to see the diagram, or you want to scroll down. It's a reading material. Yeah, you have time to read in ICU or CCU? No time. But just for your information, that this is like a book. No need for you to bring your notes. When you want to read something, just go to the machine, switch on the machine, go to the therapy info and read. Okay? So that's the reading material. Otherwise, if there's no time, I know in a critical care area, very busy areas, no? So there's no time anymore for you to do. But just in case you have some break time, then you can go to the machine. Huh? Otherwise, exit info, and you're back on the main. Now, your main purpose actually in opening the machine is for you to prepare the machine, no? To prime, make it ready for the patient connection. No? So start with the pressing continue. Press continue. Then you have now the choose patient. This is the second screen. Choose patient screen, where you can find here same patient or new patient. Most of the time we press the new patient. Same patient is only pressed when you clotted and you want to reconnect again with a new filter, then press same patient, because the same patient will save all the data of the previous set. Otherwise, if you press again new patient when you just clotted, all the treatment data will be deleted. Okay? So it's better to use same patient when you are just clotted. Now, for us now here, we will just do new patient. And patient asks you, the machine asks you about patient information, no? So most of the time you're doing here I think you're putting the MR number, no? MR number, let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay, enter. Then it's mandatory for you to put also the weight, patient's weight. Huh? When you, what weight? The weight that you receive the patient. So you're weighing the patient, right? Okay. How many kilos? 50. Oh, very conservative, a small patient. Huh? Okay, 50 kilos. Where's the 50? I want to use my microscope. 50 kilos. Enter. Hematocrit is also mandatory. You have your CBC? Yeah. So it's there. Huh? Okay, so put the hematocrit. Let's say 32. Enter. And this is the short summary of what you have set. Huh? You have all it is. If you want to change, you can change from here. Otherwise, you can continue or confirm. Now, choosing the therapy, there are two activated features of this machine. One CRRT and one TPE. So choose CRRT because this is what you're going to prepare, no? So CRRT, it's already highlighted by default. But we need to prime the machine on CVV HDF mode. Why? Why we have to prime all the time on CVV HDF mode? Let's say the doctor said, I need only CVV HD. Why you are priming on CVV HDF? In case... Okay, good. In case that the doctor changed his order, you prime it on CVV HDF mode. You can navigate. The word navigate is the one used by Baxter. You can change the mode at any time during the treatment without changing the lines. Okay? That's the importance. Huh? Now, relative question. What about the doctor said, okay, I'm going to do only CVV HD. Then you prime, sister. What's your name? Yes. Sarnia. Then Sarnia, prime it on CVV HD mode. Which line or which lines are not primed? Were not primed. Again, my question is, you press the CVV HD, the pre-blood pump, and the post-dilution. Okay? Because in CVV HD, you are not using the pre and the post. Very good, sister. So this is the one. So what about if you press, let's say the doctor said CVVH, then you press CVVH also here. Which line also is not primed here? Dialysate. Okay, now you get the importance, no, of priming it on CVV HDF mode, because some doctors or many doctors, they are changing their prescriptions. Let's say after 6 hours they came back, sister, I need to give a replacement solution, or I need to dialyze the patient. I need. So some doctors, they do that. But by mistake, when you press it, not the CVV HDF, then you're sure that you did not prime all the lines. What about If the doctor said I need to use a replacement solution, but you prime it on CVVHD, so meaning you did not prime this part and this part here, and you set something on the machine. When you confirm, the machine will take all the air from the tip of the tube to the filter, and in seconds you will clot. Again, we are trying to avoid clotting here. So if you clot, then again you have to change. You like changing sets the whole afternoon? Of course not. So this is for you, no? This is for your own sake, that you need to be smart, huh? You need to be ready all the time, that your machine should be ready, that some doctors who keep on changing prescription, you can do that always on the screen without changing the line. Sister, please. Yes, you. Not second to the last. Yes. If you prime the machine on scuff, which lines were not primed? Huh? Once more. If you prime by mistake, you press scuff, because the doctor said initially I want only to remove fluid. So you press scuff. So which lines were not primed? Were not washed? Were not cleaned? Huh? Huh? Try to think. In scuff, do you need the replacement solution? Huh? Do you need the dialysate?
No.
So which lines were not primed then? No? Don't coach, huh? Because you're on test actually. We have only limited time. I need you to learn. So learning here is not coaching. You're just helping her not to learn. So let her, okay? Because I have also questions on you. Okay? So again, which lines were not primed? Huh? By pressing scuff, which lines were not primed? Sister, you can help? Huh? Go ahead. Dialysate. What else? Not prime. Only dialysate. Sister, please. So she mentioned dialysate. Yes, that dialysate line will not be primed. What else? What other lines that will not be primed during scuff? Pre and the post. Huh? Okay, learn from her. Huh? Okay. So because it is very important, I will be with you only for 1 day. So I need you to put something here. Huh? Okay, thank you, sister. Thank you. Okay, now we will prime now the machine on CVV HDF mode. Huh? Okay, press here, CVV HDF mode. Then machine asks you to choose anticoagulant or no anticoagulation. Let's say the doctor said, do we have sister? Syringe? Yeah, okay. So let's say, is this 50 cc? Okay. So let's say we are going to use an anticoagulant. Press systemic. This is the anticoagulant, systemic. And we need to confirm that we are going to use systemic anticoagulation. Then after that, another short summary that you're going to use do CRRT, CVV HDF mode for priming, and systemic heparin. Okay? If you want to change the prescription, you can go back here, these three. Otherwise, you can press continue. Press continue. Now the loading of the set now. You have a step-by-step procedure here. You see the buttons? One by one. Huh? For those who don't know yet the machine, follow the step-by-step procedure. I don't want you to just, without reading, you read. Because this is for you. Otherwise, if you don't prepare the machine properly, the machine will become your worst enemy. It keeps on alarming because you did not do it properly. So do it one by one, press here, and you'll notice that when you press the button, the machine will give you the picture here, no? So the first is snap cartridge into carrier. So this is your carrier. So all you have to do, start now opening your filter. Okay, like this. Make sure that you have your table, your bedside table. Then open from here. Open this one. Here. Like this. And this one here. Then you have what we call effluent bag. It's a 5-liter empty bag. This is your waste bag. And you have to remove the line from the cover, from the casing. Then here. Here. How much is the blood volume here?
152.
152. Yeah. ml, yes, ml. So it looks like this, Okay. So it's already a pre-connected line with the filter. So it looks like this. When you're going to connect it, snap it on the cartridge carrier, hold one hand to the filter and the other hand to do it like this. See? Pinch. Then you just have to snap it like this. That's it. That's the first thing. Okay? Sister, please. Can you do it again? Yes, go ahead. Come. I want you all to participate. Yeah? Okay? Good. So who wants to try? One of you. Remove and insert. Okay, good. So that's the first thing, Thank you, Mom. So this is the first thing, Now, the second step. As I've said, for those who know it, you need only about 25 minutes. But for now, since we are still new, we need the whole day for preparing. But at least, you were able to do the step-by-step procedure, So the next step will be to attach all the pressure pads. There are 3 pressure pads, 1, 2, and 3. 1 yellow, 2 red. So I will snap the yellow, and I will ask somebody to snap the red. Okay? So I'll do it like this. This is 1 pressure pad, yellow from here. So I'll do it like this. Okay? Okay then. Sister, please. Can you come? Yeah. Snap the second, and sister, you snap the third, You snap the second. I think you know it, but just show them, Snap the second, and the other sister, you snap the third, There are 2 red pressure pads. What are the 2 red pressure pads? Access. And the other one? Filter. Okay, filter. So 1 access, 1 filter. These are the 2 pressure pads. Done? Okay. There's no? There is, I think, no? There are pressure pads there. Just look the same style or the same design and connect it to the machine. You need a friend. We will call a friend then. Sister. There's one friend here. Yeah. Line. The connection here should be red and yellow, no? When we remove it from the casing, it's actually connected here, but maybe it just dropped, no? So it has to be like this, red and yellow, and check your pre-connections. It should be tightened, okay? Now, here, snap discharger here. Here, snap discharger ring into its guide. The discharger ring is here. And press effluent line into the blood leak detector here. So you just have to follow the yellow color line, no? So this one goes here. And it has to be from up to up, huh? Like this. And this one should be from down to up. And it should be properly inserted into the inside. Because if it's like this, you have alarm. Machine will alarm, huh? So it has to be like this. So the stroke should be from up here to up, from down to up, huh? One of the most common errors of nurses, based on my experience with the machine, is when they do it like this. Very common for them, no? They do it like this. Wrong, huh? Because this will cause kinks here and kink here, and you have also alarm. As I've said, if you don't do it properly, you will hate this machine. Yeah. So, but if it's done properly, this is your sadiq, very good friend of you. Okay, so do it properly, yeah, like this, and from down to up, like this. Next, temporarily hang access effluent Y line to the priming hook. So this is the Y line, Y. The red and the yellow. Okay. The time for you to start now removing the paper clips. And this one, for the meantime, hang it here, huh? For the meantime. Next step. Place the deaeration chamber in the holder. Attach chamber monitor line to the return pressure port. So this is the return pressure port. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you how. This is your deaeration chamber. You have to start from the bottom like this and push here. Huh? Because you can never do it like this. Impossible. So start from down, push, and this one you just have to push and don't rotate, huh? Okay, just push and rotate from the blue, anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay? Who wants to try? Sister, please. Got a smile. Okay? Okay? So remove first the here and attach, huh? During the workshop this afternoon, you have to do it by yourselves, huh? I'll stop talking, huh? Yeah? So I have to take a rest, but I will observe all the things that you're doing. Done? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so done. Make sure that this one is tightened. Okay. Next step is to insert the return line into the air detector. This is the air detector here. Pinch like this. Insert. Push. And this one you just have to slide like this. Okay? Because you can press this part here. Press and slide. Done. Last part or last line here to open effluent scale, hang collection bag, close scale. Meaning, where's your effluent scale? What's the color of the scale?
Yellow.
Yellow. So you have to just do it like this, huh? This one, take it out. You have 3 holes. This one is like a, what do you call this part here?
Hook.
Some of them they call it hanger, no? There's a lot of hangers. They call it carrying bar, huh? But don't worry, I'm not particular with the name. As long as you know the function, the purpose, it's okay. Then I will put it here. I'll remove this part here. Then push and make sure that this port should be facing the outside. Huh? Don't hide this one here. Should be the one outside. Okay? Push and click. Now, what else? There's nothing else in here but only to load the set. So when you press load, you will find now that the machine will automatically load the pumps, the segments here, these pumps segment into the raceway, into the pumps. Okay. So it's an automatic loading, huh? Okay. So during the loading, also this machine has a feature of reading the barcode, because there's a barcode reader here. This is a barcode reader. You know barcode?
Yes.
Yeah, the one you can find in Panda. Yeah, these are barcode, no? Yeah. Now, when the machine has read the barcode, the machine identifies that it's M100, then M100. Correct. Then you can press confirm. Then again, the machine provides you steps again here. Okay? So these steps again, we need to follow, for now. But these steps actually is only for the beginners. If you know the machine, don't read anymore, no? Maybe one year, when I come here again after 1 year, you're still reading, I will hate you. Don't read anymore. You should know already your machine. No need for reading once you know the machine. But this is only for you to guide. Okay? Route the lines to the tubing guides, meaning I'm just going to put here white. Yellow is short, so I will put it later on. I'll put the green to the green holder, purple to the purple holder. Then the next step will be connect now the excess effluent Y line to the priming solution. Okay. Again, your priming solution, how much heparin here? 1 ml in the first bottle. Second bottle, how many ml?
No.
Third bottle?
None.
None. Okay. So the first bottle with heparin. Okay. If you notice also that I did not ask you to clamp the lines, it should be open. No? All the 11 clamps should be open. All should be open. Next is to connect the pre-blood pump or the PBP line to the PBP bag. So what does it mean? This is now the time for me to start connecting the fluids. Okay? I will start to connect the PBP. Somebody has to connect the dialysate and the post replacement. Okay? I'll show you how. Of course, you know this one, how to open. And we have the two compartments that has to be, you have to mix. Small and big. Which one is the bicarbonate? The small or the big? The big one is the bicarbonate. And what about this one here? Good. Okay. So you do it like this, with two hands. Okay? Easy. I know other bags is very difficult, no? The other, now you just have to do it like this. Okay? Now, what shall I do? I'll make use of my carrying bar to be connected here. Okay, here. And put it like this. Then connect my bag. From here, starting at the middle to create the balance. So you have the balance here. Then connect the right and the left hook. Then look for the which color? White. Here. So I'll now start to remove the paper clips. And this one goes here. You have two options actually. You can either use the spike or the lower connector. I prefer you to use the lower connector so that you have a hadiyah. This is very important in ICU, no?
Yes.
So you can keep this one.
First
Oh, my gift to you, Okay, so this one can be connected to the bag, Okay. Now I will connect from here, the blue one. But this bag has a pin down here. you need to break the pin, huh? In all directions, huh? In all directions, from north, south, east, west. I'm using places here, starting from Gurayat to Sharura to Hafar al-Batin and Jeddah. Huh? Okay, so all areas. But I think they don't know yet the areas, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll break the pin here and like this, huh? Now it's done, then I can now connect my bag on this part here, facing down, push, click. Okay? I'm done with the first bag. Now, who can help me with the second and the third bag? Those who's not looking at me. Yes, sister, please. And also, yes, please, sister. Okay. You know, sometimes it's better to volunteer, no? Can you volunteer? Go ahead. It's for you, actually. You know, when you touch the machine, you're learning more. Can you help me?
May pin dito.
Yes. Remove again.
Check.
The pag is not connected to the
Which there's no
Hook, hook, hook,
Yeah.
hook.
No, even
There.
even those nurses, those already have the numbers. Even they did not know it again. Because they deserve it. If the nurse is already connected to a patient, that's right. So keep on. Those who knows, you know that they can connect to the patient. Huh? At this one, you just keep it in here and just touch it with the new. Make sure to break the pin, huh? What would be the complications if you